So what happens when the police arrive at the scene of a self-defense incident and think you are the criminal? We'll talk about that in just a minute. I'll teach you how to navigate that situation. But first, a quick reminder. We have a gun giveaway going on right now. You can enter absolutely free, but it ends really soon. So click the link in the description down below to reveal which brand new gun you could win. Okay, so understand that in most self-defense incidents, I'm gonna say 99%, the cops are gonna show up and all they're gonna get over the radio is the fact that there is a self-defense incident. And if they hear the numbers 1032, they're coming to a gun call. So they're gonna be amped up, they're gonna wonder what's going on, and they're gonna have very limited information from that dispatcher. And a lot of that information might be wrong because eyewitnesses are calling it in, they're talking to the dispatcher, they're giving their version of events, sending cops scurrying, and yes, I like to use the word scurrying. We as police officers scurry often. Scurrying to this scene where the first thing they're going to do, every one of us is taught at the police academy, is to take control of the scene, get everything settled down so that there is, I'm not going to say no danger, reduced danger when the officer arrives on the scene. They're going to take control of that scene. And they might treat you, who you know you're the good guy, I mean, you were there, you saw it all play out, but they might treat you like the bad guy. They might think that you're the criminal. They showed up, you're standing there with a gun. Hey, all we know is that guy's got a gun and I don't want him to shoot me. That's what you should be thinking too when the police arrive. The cops show up, you want to make sure that first of all, you don't get shot by the cops. That means follow all the instructions. This is not the time to try to explain anything. In fact, it's best for you not to speak to the police until you speak to your attorney, but there's going to have to be some level of interaction when the police arrive, especially if they confuse you for the bad guy. You're going to want to at least clear that up a little bit. So, when the red and blue lights arrive and the sirens get really loud and you can hear the footsteps of the cop, maybe put your gun down immediately, but certainly when the cop gets there, you put your gun down and you show your hands. And then, that guy attacked me. There, point out who the bad guy really is and say, those people were witnesses over there. They saw it. And then when the cops start asking you questions, then you can get to the point where you say, you know what? I would rather not make a statement until I speak with my attorney. I will give you a full and complete statement after I consult with my attorney. You're going to need to raise your rights to make sure that you protect yourself, because you don't just need to protect yourself in the fight, you need to protect yourself in the legal aftermath, okay? But if the cops show up and they think you're the bad guy, you need to try to clear that up immediately by cooperating to, I'm going to say, to a certain extent. You don't want to be talking too much, but you at least want to identify who attacked you. You want to identify if there's witnesses, and if there's any evidence at the scene, you want to be able to point that out. Hey, there's the screwdriver he was using to try to stab me, because they might not think that that screwdriver was the weapon. So understand all of that. And then follow those instructions. And if you get handcuffed, just get handcuffed. Don't argue. It's not time to be going crazy out there on the street. First thing you want to do is make sure that you're safe. Make sure that the police officers feel safe because they're coming into a call with a gun and they don't know what's going on. They're just trying to sort it all out. And you might be shocked to understand that lots of people lie to police officers, so they might not believe the first few things that they hear. They're going to be asking questions. They're going to be giving directives, lawful orders. When they get there to the scene, they're taking over. Please do what they say, and you can straighten it all out later. I just want to make sure that you don't get hurt after you've defended yourself and police are arriving on the scene to take control of it and start the investigation. Want to know when it's legal to draw your gun? Click the video right next to me to reveal a detailed explanation from a former police officer and competitive shooter.
Let me give you a definition of lethal force. Lethal force is any force that would cause death or great bodily harm.